Welcome back. Sudden cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death in America. It claims an estimated 325,000 lives each year, and in about 95% of victims, death is the result. But one local woman beat the odds. We're joined now by Mary Pakusch, a sudden cardiac arrest survivor. And Mary, many people would tell us that you sitting here with us today is a miracle.
I would agree with that.
Go ahead and tell us what happened on July 15th of last year.
I don't really have any memory of what happened, but just from the people around me that have told the story, it was actually my oldest daughter's wedding shower that we were planning for that day. So we had people from out of town and all kinds of things going on that weekend. And my husband and I had gotten up in the morning, had a quick conversation about the weather because it was raining out. We hadn't expected that day. And according to my husband, I just suddenly leaned over the sink for a few seconds and then fell backwards, hit my head, and just dropped on the floor.
Wow.
But luckily within 15 seconds he called 911. Had never taken CPR before, but they talked him through it. And
so he did CPR.
Yeah.
And I understand the emergency crews were there quite quickly.
It took them, I think, 7 to 8 minutes to get there, so which I think is quick, but given the circumstances, there was a lot of concern about brain damage.
Oh,
because
definitely.
I wasn't breathing and my heart wasn't beating at that time.
And tell me, when you got to the hospital, what were doctors saying? What did they do?
It was really interesting, I mean, just to hear all from the different people that were involved with it. At the hospital, they really didn't hold out a lot of hope. My family, by one particular doctor, they were told basically to expect that I wouldn't survive it or that I would have severe brain damage. My husband brought my card, my donor card, to the hospital because they basically felt that that was the choice they were going to need to make.
Wow.
But what they did do for me was they put me on a cooling therapy where they cool down your body temperature so that all of the oxygen will go to the vital organs, and put me into an induced coma. This was Saturday morning, and then Sunday, I believe it was Sunday evening, they started taking me out of the coma. And then my family was told it would be something like 72 hours before they would know how much brain damage there was or what was going on. And within, I think it was an hour and a half, I woke up. I don't remember it, but the nurse called Paul, and they came. And
unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's really an unbelievable story. And you really had no history of heart problems.
No, and even with all the testing they did, they still can't tell me what happened. It just truly, the name sudden cardiac arrest, it just happened. So.
Right. So this is, something that was life or death for you, and this is why you've gotten involved with an organization called the Sudden Cardiac Arrest Association. Tell me why this is so important to you now.
I think just reaching out to other people, when I hear about the odds of surviving, I can go to that website and I can read the stories about other people who have survived the same thing. And you hear other people that go through traumatic experiences kind of wanting to go out and start helping people, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. I have the possibility through this organization of helping people, talking to other people that kind of like a support group type of thing, or just kind of promoting what the organization would like to promote.
Right.
So.
And I think a lot of what I saw on the website is knowing CPR and defibrillators. How important are those two things?
The external defibrillators are extremely important. I know they're required in certain places, like in schools, but if they really need to get them out everywhere, just out in public places. We happen to live in an apartment building, and we thought even if there was one kept in the office or whatever, but really making people realize how important they are and getting them everywhere. So.
And how do you become a member? I understand it is free to become a member.
You just have to go to the website and sign up for it. So.
Right. I imagine you've learned so much through this experience.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Yeah, I can't even begin to tell you, really. It's, I think I've learned a lot about myself, about life, and obviously about all the heart things. And,
right. Well, it is an amazing story, and statistics tell us just during this past few minutes that we've been doing this interview with Mary, 2 people have died from sudden cardiac arrest in the United States. Now, to learn more about the Sudden Cardiac Arrest Association, you can call 866-972-SCAA, or you can go online to suddencardiacarrest.org. Mary, thank you so much for sharing your story, and we're happy you're here.
Thank you. Thank you.
And still to come, she is a recent college graduate who is changing kids' lives. Coming up next, we'll talk to one of the organizers of the Rochester Youth Outreach Program.